What's on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Welcome back to some Fortnite Battle Royale. Once again, we are being joined by Ben. The duo Dunndurr is back in the game with us, playing some duos as usual. This was actually before the latest update. So I still have some gameplays that are just kind of backtracked right now. So we're just kind of trying to catch up at this time. But this one, we're rocking high ground. We're on top of this mountain. We're actually in a really good position. Looking over Junk Junction, over all this building and battling and trying to find all these other players and take them out of the game. So I hope you guys do enjoy that in the background. As today, I wanted to talk about a couple of different things about Fortnite. And not many people have said it, but there's a lot of places around the map that change, rather frequently, or get redone, or whatever the case is. Obviously there's like the creative thing, like the block, which is where like community creations are able to be like showcased there, which is really cool. Like, I'm really glad they brought that. Miss the motels that were there, but the block is definitely a really cool addition to the map. But then there's some other things. Obviously they brought back some old places that went away for a while, and they brought them back, but they're a little bit different on, like Retail Row. Now back to the old Retail Row, but then there's zombies there that spawn in those big rock things, and they give you loot if you kill them, and then obviously they'll chase after you, or the other opponents or whoever. And it's like it changes it up a little bit, but especially when you're playing solos or even duos or squads or whatever you play, there's so many of them, and I haven't necessarily been eliminated by them just yet, but I've been rather close. Like, I had to do some clutch building in order to kind of save myself from those zombies, because I just got surrounded and I was just not in a good situation. So very difficult situation, obviously. But in other places like Greasy Grove, that was another one of our kind of, myself and Ben's kind of go-to places back in the day until it went away. Then they brought it back, and now they brought in Taco Time, or whatever they're calling it, which drops tacos, which is like, okay, that's cool. Gives you, 10 shield or 10 health or whatever. And it's, it's interesting, but in order to make that happen, it makes everyone in Greasy Grove dance. Which is like, okay, that's weird, but, it's a new interesting thing, but it's kind of really dumb. Then Moisty Palms, which is Paradise Palms, Moisty Mire, back in the day. Paradise used to be one of my favorite places to go, because there was so many buildings, there was so much loot. Obviously different layers, different, like different sized buildings. Like, I never really liked Tilted Town or Tilted Towers, or any of the different variations of it. Gotham City's obviously really cool for the Batman event. But Moisty Palms is so bad now with the water, and when you crouch it turns you into a prop, and it's like you can't crouch because that's a huge thing, especially with decent players. You want to crouch. Then the overall kind of landscape of how Moisty Palms is now is not the greatest, but there's some other good landing spots, but they're heavily contested, so they kind of got rid of those really top quality landing spots and kind of made it all kind of average, in my opinion. But I don't know, obviously season 11's right around the corner, and we'll have to see what's going to come out of that. But finally we're here in a 2v1 here at the end of the game, and this guy ends up editing down on me, and I couldn't switch to my shotgun in time. He ends up taking me out. However, Ben, the absolute duo, ends up clutching up in this one. He takes a lot of storm damage, and I'm not exactly sure what gun he finishes him off with. Looks like an SMG, and we end up securing that victory royale. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button, and as always, guys, we'll see you next time.